Here's a terrific dream all about a skunk and how that one image said so much. A woman shared her dream with me saying, "I saw a white skunk in my home. I didn't even know albino skunks exist. I tried to spray it with water and it ran away. It seemed helpless and small. I asked if she's been feeling like someone is inside her space and added, besides that, whatever it is, stinks. Maybe there's an element of surprise about them being there." Because she said the skunk seemed helpless and small, I also wondered if her waking situation involves someone she feels is helpless. Perhaps that's why she let the skunk in. This dreamer caught her dream. The situation that stinks is because we recently sold and bought a new home. My husband asked my dad to give us a loan until the closing date, and my father pretended not to understand what was being asked of him. My husband is completely turned off, which also stinks. Yesterday, my dad came to visit, and my husband left the house before he even arrived. My father doesn't like that my husband rarely calls him just to say hi, but when he needed money, he didn't hesitate to lift the phone. I don't like it that my father refused to extend us the loan and was especially upset to learn that he told my mother that he would have given it to us had she not stepped in to help. As for my husband, I'm truly uncomfortable with his leaving the house when my dad is visiting. Both men, in my opinion, have ego issues. Using a skunk in her dream is a terrific example of how dreams can use a personal metaphor like the skunk to point you to the problem. If you look to the real life aspect of the dream metaphor, you can often find solutions to the problem right there in front of you. Using that method for problem solving, I asked, if you really did have a skunk inside your house, how would you remove the smell? What would you do? She said you would need to air the place out. It takes a little time, but it will clear the air. This dreamer actually got so curious about skunks, she looked up more information and read it to me. Let sunlight in, as this will help oxidize the odor. Finally, it said to place bowls of vinegar in each room of the house and leave them in place for a day or two until the scent is gone. I love how it said to make sure the bowls are out of reach of pets and children. It fit her situation so well. She asked me, how is that going to work going forward? And I encouraged this dreamer to heed her own advice about removing the skunk smell. Air the place out. In other words, speak to your husband and your father and how all of this makes you feel. Bring sunlight in by way of discussion. As we know, the sourness of vinegar can describe what working through a conflict tastes like. It's good advice to clean the air with your husband and your dad while the children are away. Maybe after talking to you, your husband and your father will be able to clear the air through their own conversation.